Today I will be explaining every type of textures that we use in PBR within 7 minutes. Okay, hello, this is Easy Blender by Mr.Tomato. I am Yamato, and today we're going to be looking at the textures that we use in PBR. Now, this isn't going to be every type of textures because you will need many types of textures, but the main ones that we're going to look for today is the one that we use in the PBR. Now, if you watched the last few videos about PBR, the part 1 and part 2, you would have seen like the color and the roughness and the normal and the displacement. Now, those 4 are like the main ones, but sometimes we don't have every one. Like, we don't have all of them. Now, there are like other things like occlusion and like other things we're gonna cover in this video. Now, if you have like, if you think that I have a texture that I didn't cover, it doesn't need to be about PBR, just any texture that I didn't cover, you can comment down below, see if I will respond or not, because we all gotta help each other, I think. Okay, so here we are. I'm not really gonna show anything in Blender here today. I'm just gonna be doing some explanations. You're welcome. So as I said, here is the files that we used in the last few classes. Like here is the color, the diff. The color right here is what we're seeing in Blender. Now, if we don't have this, you don't have the thing that you can. It doesn't have the thing that you can grasp onto as that is your object. Like, if you don't have this, you won't see brown. Simple, yeah. So now we have this is the displacement. So the displacement is kind of special to me because it's kind of like making our objects really bumpy. So basically, the white parts of this object, of this image, the white parts, is pushing our like part of the material up, and the black part is pushing it down. Now there's the gray part, so it's like so or something like that. Then we have normal, which it's kind of in another file, but it's kind of like a blue and purplish, which is kind of like this, but it's more complicated and stuff. Now we can plug this in to help support this. Yeah, you can do that. And then we have our dry mud field roughness. So this is the roughness, is how it reflects. So the black part does not reflect at all, and the white part reflects a lot. It's the roughness. Now, so you see right here is some parts is gray, so it's not really gonna reflect the whole thing. Now, actually, you can, like, if we go into Blender and we come and see here, there are speculars. So if we lower the specular, no matter how high, I mean, like how much it reflects, doesn't matter because we lowered the specular. But if we increase the specular, reflects, metallic, reflects. Now, if we're all sensible persons, then you can say that there's also textures for like adjusting speculars and metallic, and you will be right because there is, and it's like your luck if you find it good, like if you find it and come plug it in manually, because I don't think it can do it for us. If you find a metallic texture, come plug it in. Now you might ask, how would you know? So you just read it right here. It just says the name nor. If it's nor, then it's kind of like normal, and this is like displacement. Now diff is color. Now it's kind of weird sometimes, so maybe you need to use your sense and look at the textures itself. You can't really figure it out, but usually you can just look at the name and figure it out. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the other types of like textures. So now we looked at this. Now, last video I was looking. I was looking through this, and I remembered it wrong. So I said that the AO was the displacement. Well, I was wrong. displacement was the height, and the AO was the ambient occlusion. So what is the ambient occlusion? Ambient occlusion is basically, you see how you make like models, and when you have like in between seams and it's not really look like it's a part of each other, like it's not really connected. Like if you look at buildings and stuff, there's like it basically, it doesn't look realistic enough. Like the in between of objects is too smooth. So basically what this does is this increases outline and like depth or like darkness to the part where it's the seams or lines, something like that. So that is the ambient occlusion. Okay, so now let me come here. We're gonna end this now. If you find any other types of textures, there's two things you can do. Read it, and if you figure it out what it is, then plug it into the right thing. Or the other thing you can do, comment down below and like, what is this texture? Then I can help you with that. So yeah, that is it for the texture stuff video. I maybe can make more videos, not just PBR, about textures, but now that is it. And don't forget to comment down below that if you knew any other kind of textures before you watch this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe whatever a YouTuber does, because I'm not used to this. So that is it for today, and see you. Today we're gonna be looking at every type of textures that we used in. Today I will be explaining every type of textures that we use in PBR within 7 minutes. Let's go!